Man down! There it goes, once again. This place. This is a completely separate video that we're not going to do today. You're a happy boy. Mummy's down there, look. Come say hello down there, look. She's down there. All right, today we're going to get stuck into a bit of history and a bit of paranormal. Are you ready? Let's go. And there on these hills up in the distance is our destination today, where we will find all sorts of histories and mysteries to be solved. Our first stop today is to visit one of the 8 white horses here in the county of Wiltshire, and we're going to have a close look at it. And I'll give you a bit of an update on some of the facts about this particular one, because it's a little bit different to all the others. We've got someone's ashes here where they've been laid to rest. People have said their final goodbyes just a few minutes ago, up there. And they've given them quite a nice spot overlooking the White Horse and the valley beyond. If you've ever wondered, this is what it looks like close up. This is the clay underneath this soil, underneath the grass that we see, that makes up a white horse. I see the grass is fighting back a bit. It's not as bright and as bold as I imagined it to be. But we can see the outline, the shape here of, I guess, one of the legs, or maybe this is a tail. There's legs down there, I think. Unfortunately, I can't get an aerial view. I don't have a drone, and if I did, it's pretty windy today anyway. So, this white horse, let me go down a bit and tell you a bit about it. But here's the soil, again, close up. So you've got this chalk stones, chalk everywhere. It's kind of a creamy white today. So what they do, as I've just noticed, is obviously they edge it. Give it a bit of edging. So the designer has done a pretty good job with this one. This is the last to be made, the last of the 8 white horses to be made in Wiltshire, and it was made in 1999 to commemorate the millennium, and it was done by a designer whose name I will have to give you later. But the interesting thing about this particular horse is that it is the only one that is facing to the right. So the head is up here looking out to the right there. If you look at all the other white horses in Wiltshire, they're all facing left. I don't really know what the reason is for that, but they've done this one a little bit different. Here are a couple of stones for the end of his nose and one up there for the eye. If I just put a slightly wider angle on and go up a little higher, maybe we can see the shape of a horse's head here. The nostril there, the eye, and the shape of the head just there. And there you go. Nobody really knows 100% why they exist. There's a few theories. The oldest one is the Westbury White Horse from 1778. And there are various theories like reasons to commemorate significant historical events such as King Alfred's victory at the Battle of Etched in 878. Others think they were just symbolic expressions of peace. Today the 8 white horses remain, including the Westbury, Chairhill and all the others. They are a testament to the creativity and ingenuity of people who carved them. What do you think the reasons are for these white horses? We've got 8 of them in Wiltshire, up high on the hills, on the chalk hills, overlooking the land. What's your theory behind it? Because nobody knows for sure. You may be wondering, does anybody look after these and take care of them and help to clean them up? Well, they do. You've got the Devizes Cavalier Volunteer Group somewhere down there. They come up every so often and clean it up. And apparently, so do the probation services. Let's see if I can open this gate successfully. Right, so reach over there, lift the handle, push the gate. Yes, he's nailed it. Oh no. Goodbye to the 8th white horse. It also seems to be a bit of a popular spot for your van lifers up here. Nice place to come and hang out. Well, obviously this is a popular spot for people to have their final resting place. There's a little bit of a garden of remembrance here, look. Got some here, all these stakes are similar. Well, I mean, if there's a rope swing, what are you going to do? Age is just a number. Am I going to die? Come on. Still got it. Come on. We seem to have stumbled upon rope swing heaven. Little one there. Big one there. Looks a bit scary. Another one here. Do I do them? I think this might be just for professionals, of which I'm definitely not. That is such a risk.
Yeah.
That's a proper risk, that, isn't it? Let's send it down empty. See what happens. Hang on. Exactly. Oh. Sorry, kids, but that could have been me. That could have been me stuck up in that tree forever. There you go, there's your lesson. Always do a test run. They'll get it down, kids are ingenious. There goes a Chinook, look at that. Is that a second one? No, it's an echo I can hear. They use those in battle and in wars. You can almost imagine, can't you? You can picture them. Whoop, there it goes. Cavalry, like rolling over the hills there, battling towards you. You can hear the thundering of the hooves as they come running this way. It's bound to happen. Straight at you, and you're here, stood, trying to defend your ground, facing that onslaught coming at you. With the advantage of the downhill. Right, boys? Quite honestly, you'd be shitting yourself. What a day. What a view. This beacon is at 230 meters above sea level, I presume, not above the flatlands down there. And that we can see there is the top of Roundway Hill. This is the site of the famous Battle of Roundway Down, a battle that occurred between the Royalists and the Parliamentarians back in the English Civil War in the 17th century. Just over there, beneath that dramatic cloudy sky, you can see a line of trees standing out on their own. That will be the Iron Age hill fort of Roundway Down. We'll be going over there in a minute. This place is really spectacular today. I mean, I've never been here before, but this weather is really helping it, give it some drama. Look at that. As the rain clouds fall and drop their rain in the distance, we walk on this field, on this blood-soaked land, on the remains of one of the UK's bloodiest battles. It is days like this, I really wish I brought my other camera. This is like absolutely spectacular weather. Look at this. This is spectacular. Oh wow, look at these curves and lines, I'm loving this. Skylarks being disturbed as we walk by. It's July 1643, the height of the English Civil War, and you're a young Royalist soldier making your way up to the top of Roundway Hill. There's 2,000 of you all spread out across these hills, laden down with weight, 45 pounds or more of weaponry and armour, making your way to the top, knowing full well that up there on top waiting for you as a welcome party of 5,000 Parliamentarian soldiers waiting to defeat you and send you to your deaths. You guys, eh? We're having a great day out. Hello.
Sorry, we interrupted your
Not at all.
nature.
Not at all. It's lovely. Oh, there's the old boy at the back. Hey, can't keep up. There's no rush, is there? I want that job. I want to just walk hills with packs of dogs everywhere. What a life. It's a really fascinating geographical feature, this. You've got this hill fort up on top and all these mounds in between, all these gullies and valleys that there's no easy way to traverse them. You've kind of got to go around, really. Yes, you could go down and back up, but why would you do that? That's quite a mission. So we need to get over there to those trees and check out the Iron Age hill fort. I'm starting to understand a little bit why people like to do battlefield tours and things, to get a proper feel for what it was like or what it might have been like if you were one of the soldiers back in those days. I mean, there's very little here, but I can almost hear the screams of soldiers and the beating of hooves as they ride across the landscape. Yeah, it's really quite something special to be here. And the scenery is just like nothing else. This is something special. This ditch I'm walking up right now, this has got a name. It's called Bloody Ditch or Blood Ditch, and it's named after the Parliamentarian forces that were retreating from the Royalist soldiers in the English Civil War of 1643. They would have been retreating and racing over the top there, only to fall down into the ditch into a bloody mess at the bottom, where they all would have died. The blood of the soldiers is soaked into the ground here at Blood Ditch. And just this walk up here gives a sense of how steep it is. It's actually pretty difficult, especially on the clay soil, which makes it that much more slippery. And now we step back in time even further. We go back into the Iron Age, as this is an Iron Age fort. I doubt you can hear any of this. It is crazy windy up here. We've got the storm clouds blowing in the distance. Oh, God. I just imagine being an Iron Age person looking out over that. And I guess, why would you build an Iron Age fort up here? They also must have been concerned about raiders coming and stealing their property, their women and their land. Why else would you want such spectacular viewpoints? There it goes, once again. This is not cap weather, that's for sure. Whee! Last try. I do like this tree though. And look, someone's put a heart here. Well, I've given up with the cap for a bit. It's just not happening. Oh, this must be one of the windiest and most difficult spots to film and do anything. But I'm going to try. Every year in the summer in the UK, usually around August time, you get these incredible things called crop circles being formed. People have all sorts of suspicions as to where they come from. A lot of people like to think it's aliens. A lot of people talk about the energy of the earth and their powers. But since 2005, there's been over 380 recorded. So they still go on every year. It's not just an old 70s thing or a 50s thing. And this is Wiltshire. And in Wiltshire, down here, they have the highest concentration of crop circles anywhere in the UK. And you can see these fields. Probably these will be wheat fields. And this is the site of Oliver's Castle. One of the most famous crop circles was somewhere down here, made in 1999. If you look up Oliver's Castle crop circles, you'll find loads of information about it. It's an incredible story. And you can see why they do it from this vantage point. It's really spectacular. What a place. Right, the wind has just about blown me to bits up here. It's taken my hat off me about 10 times. I've given up with it. So it's time to get off the top of this Iron Age fort. This is what we're on now. They've found all sorts of prehistoric, I don't know, things here on this fort. It's clearly an Iron Age fort, you can tell. It's a roundway. There's the steps, the terraces that they formed to make these iron forts. I'm absolutely blown away by how spectacular and beautiful this is today. It's just a great place. Great place for dog walkers. You can see some of the flooding. You can see the sun there reflecting. Man down! Man down. Yeah, talking to camera and walking is one of those skills that you got to keep working on. You got to keep working on it. Man, this is sloppy. Whew. You do not want to accidentally run down there. Oh wow, that's impressive. There's lots of impressive things about this area. There's that tree, there's that very end tree, the trees we were at earlier. And there you can see the land rolling away off into the distance. Right, we've just come through the woods. Just leaving the top of Roundway Down now. Got about 4 kilometres to get back down to Devizes. I'll tell you what, this string doesn't look very strong, this rope. Looks like a piece of dental floss. Can it hold the weight of a man? This is what we're about to find out. Subscribe if you want to see more of this sort of stupidity. No. Get on it. Okay, let's get in the spiky side first. Come on, I've ridden a horse. I've ridden a lot of mountain bikes. What's the worst that can happen? Yay! That's it. It's not as exciting as it looked. Can't get any speed up. Here we go. Oh, I'm 14 again. Not bad. Come on. I literally can't get off. Fuck you, man. Come here. I've just given you permission to go out and be utterly stupid. You don't have to grow up. It's not essential. You just keep going. And if you do come and get yourself to Devizes, which is the little town at the bottom of it all, it's a great place to start. And you can just walk straight from there. It's a short walk up to the base of the hill, and then there's a nice loop walk going around. We've done so far just over 10k, coming up to 11 kilometers today. Obviously you don't have to do anywhere near that much if you don't want, but that's what we did, and that takes you right around the back, and you get to see all the great views of the roundway itself. So that's one option. But get yourself to Devizes, get yourself to Roundway Hill. If you like this sort of thing, these sort of walks and a bit of history and a bit of silliness, well, maybe you want to subscribe and you get to see more of this craziness and stupidity that a middle-aged man does these days. So yeah, subscribe, like, give us a comment, say hello, and I'll be glad to hear from you. Well, that is it from Roundway Hill in Wiltshire today. we're just going to make our way back to the pub now to finish off a great day out. So I'll see you somewhere next time out there on ScuzzyLondon.
Well, that really was a cracking day out, exploring the old battlefield and the Iron Age fort. If you're looking for something different, I can highly recommend a day out here.
A monument, fucking monument. Where are we?